Hello mate, it's August, International Pirate Month. Today I thought I would talk about a pirate maybe some of you have never heard of before, but you should. He's one of the most influential pirates, maybe one of the most influential people you'll ever find out about. Yes, everyone talks about Captain Morgan, Blackbeard and Black Sam Bellamy and Captain Hook and all of those things, but the truth is there's a man named William Dampier who's probably lived more of a life than anyone you've ever heard of. Dampier was born in England in 1651. We don't know the exact date, but he was baptized on September 5th, so it had to have been somewhere around there. I'll give you a quick rundown of some of the things Dampier did. He joined a pirate crew when he was 28 years old. Circled around the world, one of the first people to do that. He was the first Englishman to sail around the world 3 times. He was the first person ever, that we know of, to sail around the world without having lost any of the ships that he left with. Yes, he lost some of the prizes that he picked up along the way, but no one had ever left port with 3 ships and come back with the same 3 ships. William Dampier did. He was given a privateering commission and fought during the War of Spanish Succession. He was marooned twice and escaped twice. He was one of the first people to explore Western Australia, and along the way he was drawing pictures all the time of the people that he met and the different gear they would wear, and most importantly the animals and plants that he came across, noticing the differences between them. He published a book that the British Admiralty took into consideration, and it was his recommendation on the breadfruit plant that set William Bligh out on the HMS Bounty. You know how that turned out for William Bligh. On his 3rd navigation around the world, sailing with Woodes Rogers, who some of you might know if you're a Black Sails fan, he picked up someone who had been marooned by the name of Alexander Selkirk, and Selkirk became the basis for Robinson Crusoe. So without William Dampier, there'd be no Robinson Crusoe. In Gulliver's Travels, Dampier is mentioned as having been an explorer who had just about as many adventures as Gulliver did. There are hundreds of islands and towns and archipelagos and straits named after him. His book on his drawings of what is considered natural history, he's considered one of the first naturalists, was instrumental when Charles Darwin went to Galapagos on the Beagle. No, not that, the HMS Beagle. It's ridiculous. Darwin went to Galapagos, had a copy of Dampier's book with him, and that was the foundation for his theory of evolution to some extent. He's also credited with introducing up to 80 words into the English language, like barbecue and subspecies and avocado. Imagine all the poor Californians who would not know what to put on their toast if it weren't for William Dampier. And that's not to say he invented those words, he just introduced them into the English language along with guacamole and mango chutney. Maybe he could have left those alone. Now, despite being a master navigator and a man who'd explored the world more than probably anyone else ever had up until that point, he wasn't the best pirate ever. He really only had one successful raid with Woodes Rogers towards the end of his career, and never actually saw any of the money from that raid. He died on an unknown date of unknown causes, and no one knows where he's actually buried, but it is known that his estate was in debt for £2,000 at the time of his death. So go ahead, drink a Captain Morgan and talk about Blackbeard and all those things, but if you really want to know about a pirate who accomplished something in his life, maybe didn't get rich out of it, but certainly saw the world in his time, you want to look up William Dampier. I hope you're enjoying International Pirate Month. Please make sure to click on the link in the description to help us support feedingamerica.org. Every dollar helps, and every dollar helps to feed up to 10 different families. Make sure to tell your friends. Come back tomorrow. Happy International Pirate Month.